Serena Williams shocked. Coco Gauff's $10 million donation catches tennis world off guard. The tennis world has long been familiar with big headlines, Grand Slam triumphs, rankings shakeups, heated rivalries, life-changing endorsements. But nothing prepared fans, analysts, or even legends for what happened on that unforgettable morning when Coco Gauff, the 21-year-old American superstar, stepped onto a small stage in New York City and announced a decision that left even Serena Williams speechless. A donation. Not just any donation. A jaw-dropping $10 million pledge that would ripple through the world of sports, philanthropy, and social impact. And as the news spread like wildfire, one question echoed across social media, TV screens, and locker rooms. Why would Coco Gauff give away $10 million at the peak of her career? What unfolded after that announcement was one of the most emotional, inspiring, and deeply human moments modern tennis has ever witnessed. A quiet stage. A loud message. It happened on a Thursday morning inside a modest conference room at Arthur Ashe Stadium. Reporters expected a regular press briefing, maybe a sponsorship reveal, maybe a charity event partnership. But the moment Gauff walked in wearing a simple white blazer, her eyes already glassy with emotion, everyone sensed something different. "This is something I've been thinking about for a long time," she began, her voice trembling. Behind her stood a purple banner with the words, "The future starts here." For a moment, no one knew what it meant. Then Gauff took a deep breath. "I am donating $10 million, she said, to build programs across the U.S. focused on youth education, mental health support, and accessible sports training for girls." The room went silent. Cameramen froze. Journalists stared wide-eyed. Gauff didn't stop. "This is for kids who feel unseen. For the ones who work hard but can't afford coaching. For young girls who dream big but don't know where to start." And then came the emotional blow that broke the world's heart. She whispered, voice cracking, "This is for the girl I used to be." Serena Williams' reaction, a moment no one expected. It didn't take long before the tennis legend herself reacted. Serena Williams, Gauff's idol, mentor, and the very player who inspired her journey, posted a video that instantly went viral. She looked stunned, overwhelmed, and genuinely moved. "Coco, I'm speechless," Serena said, hand pressed to her chest. "This is bigger than tennis. This is bigger than sports. You're changing lives. I am so proud of you." Serena has seen countless athletes make generous contributions, but never something of the scale at such a young age. "This is the kind of leadership the world needs," she added. Coco isn't waiting until she's retired or done winning trophies. She's doing it now. That takes courage. Gauff later said Serena's reaction made her cry harder than the actual announcement. Why $10 million? Why now? To understand this monumental decision, you have to go back to Coco's childhood. Born into a supportive but financially modest family in Florida, Gauff grew up watching her parents work tirelessly to provide her with access to courts, coaching, and travel. She has spoken publicly about the sacrifices made, selling belongings, working extra jobs, driving to the night just so she could play a tournament the next morning. "There were times we couldn't afford everything," she once revealed. "But my parents always found a way." Gauff has never forgotten that. And she has never forgotten the kids who never got that chance. Her donation is split into 3 bold pillars. 1, the Gauff Academy Access Fund, a program offering free tennis training, gear, travel funding, and nutrition support to underprivileged youth. 2, the Mind Strong Initiative, a mental health program providing free therapy, mentoring, and resilience training for teenagers battling pressure, anxiety, or social challenges. 3, the Girls Forward Project, a nationwide network of safe spaces offering leadership workshops, confidence training, and STEM education for young girls. It is, by every measure, unprecedented. "This isn't charity," Gauff insisted. "It's a responsibility." The emotional story behind the decision. Later interviews revealed the personal reason behind the donation. After winning her 3rd Grand Slam title earlier in the year, Gauff spoke about feeling a growing sense of obligation, an awareness that her influence extended far beyond the tennis court. But the breaking point, she shared tearfully, was a letter. A handwritten letter from a 14-year-old girl from Detroit. The girl wrote, "I want to be like you, Coco. but I don't have the money for lessons. I feel like dreams are only for the rich. Gauff said she read that line over and over again. She couldn't sleep that night. That letter reminded me of everything I had and everything others don't, she said. It hurt me deeply. Within a month, she began assembling a team of advisors and impact leaders. Within 6 months, the foundation was born. And within a year, she signed a $10 million check. Legends, rivals, and fans react. The tennis world erupted with overwhelming admiration. Naomi Osaka, this is world-changing. Proud of you, Coco. IGA Swiatek, you're proving that greatness isn't measured only by titles. Carlos Alcaraz, you inspire not just players, everyone. Billie Jean King, this is what leadership looks like. Coco is carrying the torch. Fans across the globe use one word repeatedly: goosebumps. Some cried, many cheered. Others shared stories of how tennis, or lack of access to it, shaped their youth. For days, hashtags trended nonstop. Hashtag Coco gives back, hashtag 10 million promise, hashtag Serena inspired her, hashtag future starts now. The moment Coco broke down in tears. During her announcement, there was a moment when Gauff couldn't speak. When asked why she decided to reveal the donation publicly instead of doing it quietly, she paused. Her lips trembled. Because I want kids to know that people care, she said through tears. Then she added, a new legacy beyond the court. At just 21, Coco Gauff has already built a tennis resume most players can only dream of. Grand Slam titles, world #1 rankings, millions in endorsements. But this $10 million decision might become the defining legacy of her life. One commentator put it perfectly. Serena Williams opened the door. Coco Gauff is building a house behind it. And Serena herself echoed that sentiment. You've proven that greatness isn't just about winning. It's about giving. A final message from Coco. As the press conference came to a close, Gauff delivered one final line. A line that instantly became iconic, plastered across headlines worldwide. She said, money fades, trophies gather dust, but the lives you help, they last forever. Then she walked off the stage, wiping away the last of her tears. No victory celebration, no glamour, just a young woman stepping into a role bigger than tennis, a role she was born to play. The world reacts, and history is made. Coco Gauff didn't just make a donation. She started a movement rooted in compassion, courage, and conviction. And in a world hungry for hope, leadership, and authenticity, her act stands as a reminder that true greatness isn't measured in titles, but in the lives you lift up along the way. Even Serena Williams, one of the greatest athletes of all time, could only marvel and whisper, Coco, you just changed everything. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.